Yep, that's exactly what you think. It's a completely transparent keyboard with a display underneath. It's called the Flux keyboard, and I think it's one of the most creative keyboards ever made. Now, note that I said creative, not innovative. Like, they're not doing something completely different. There is one other keyboard like this. However, they're doing it in a creative way, which is very unique and highly functional. They've even made a prototype, and it seems to be working quite well, or at least it seems promising. So let's take a closer look. It uses these maglev switches, which are like super easy to press, and it's using Hall effect sensors. You might be familiar with Hall effect. They are switches which are similar to what you find on those earphones, which are used to stop and play media. They are good for these binary 1 or 0 interactions, and that's exactly what a keyboard does, right? A key has only two states: pressed down and released. And yes, these are mechanical switches. And look how easy it is to hot swap these switches. You can just remove the top layer and put a new one there. That's one of the things I hate about modifying mechanical keyboards. You have to remove every single switch, which even if it is hot swappable, takes a long time and it's boring sometimes. And the single panel design makes it super easy to clean that keyboard as well. They've solved so many problems. Magnets are a main theme here, so it has 4 interchangeable modules that just fit in place. The default is the passive module that just sits above the screen, and since it is a 1080p display underneath, you can use that to show anything. It can show multiple languages, it can even change the key functions. Like if you're using Photoshop, it can automatically change your alphabet keys into shortcuts. And it's not just a secondary monitor, it's actually showing up as an input device when you connect it to your PC as a keyboard. So they have put a lot of thought behind the integration here, and that's what makes it really cool. They have a dial module as well, which has this giant disc on the side. You can use it to control your volume or say increase the brush size in Photoshop. There's the triple key module that has a giant key which you can use it as a small screen to show your favorite meme if you want. And then there's a triple dial module which has physical dials which you can use to calibrate anything really. It supports a 1000 Hz polling rate and has N key rollover, meaning that multiple keys can be pressed at the same time. It has 8 GB of internal storage as well. It takes a standard 5 volt 1.5 amp output from any of your USB ports, and it works across any computing platform you have. It doesn't need any separate thing to make it work, you just plug it and use it. Now I'm sure there will be a software for this too, because the key actuation can actually be changed by an increment of 0.1 millimeters. That's pretty precise, and I believe it's done through software. Oh, and in case you're wondering, that giant 1080p screen is not a touchscreen tablet, so there won't be any accidental touches. It'll just be used with that keyboard's top layer. They're available to pre-order on Kickstarter for like $350 right now. I know that's a steep price, but for most enthusiast level keyboards, that's actually a pretty normal price. And for that price elsewhere, you're just getting a standard looking regular mechanical keyboard. I mean, sure, you're getting a very reliable, good quality one, but nothing that looks as interesting as this. Like I said, it's not exactly innovative or, it's not different for the sake of being different. It's highly creative and genuinely useful, at least based on their concept. Like compared to other products, I believe there is one from Final Mouse, they're calling it the centerpiece. Compared to that, this is executed much better. The legends are clear, like the backgrounds are not overwhelming, they are not cluttered. It's just an image on a screen, but it looks really good. So that's what caught my attention, In their attempt of making it flashy, they haven't forgotten to make it useful. Anyway, there's tons more to discuss, so I'll leave the link in the description to their website. You can check it out. And let me know what you think of this keyboard with a display thingy.